Number 5, Plants vs. Zombies. I think this one is obvious. Arguably, it's my second from the top game on my list, but probably the best action, arcade-style game in the iPad history, I would say.
I'm going to argue with your ordering of games, by the way, but we'll
Really?
wait until we get to your...
I think you know what game is coming up still.
I do, and I'm glad
anyway, I love the strategy of it, and I love the sort of pace of it. It's really got, yes. It's really got the best of sort of all worlds. I think it's a little bit thoughtful. You have to really sort of plan out, and at the same time, it's exciting. You're getting a lot of there's a lot of tension.
Beautiful app.
It builds
extremely
and
well
it
made.
looks incredibly pretty. Yes, I mean it really shows off graphically what the iPad can do. Lower the volume a little. Okay, so Plants vs. Zombies. I love it.
And it plays better than it does on the PC.
And
it works fine. It's an awesome game on the PC.
It's perfectly designed for the iPad.
Even though it wasn't, which is interesting. But
yes, but it looks as if it had. Number 4, Marvel Comics. I love this app.
Nerd.
I may have spent more time in this single app than any other app. I always keep it on this X-Men comic because it's a really good way to show off the sort of developing, the way that the sort of action moves along and the sort of native. I forget what it's called. What is it called? The way the storytelling sort of pulls you through the comic. They have a name for what they do. I don't remember. Anyway, the way the guided view, that's what it's called, comic guided view, which is great and which I, as a longtime comic reader, was very skeptical. I was like, I like looking at the whole page and figuring out how I'm supposed to take the information in, but I actually have really gotten addicted to guided view. You get to notice a lot of the details that you may not have even noticed in the drawings when you were just reading the comic itself. So really revolutionary, I think. I love it. Liar! I think it's great. The Marvel Comics app. And they're adding tons of new content in there all the time. It's becoming a reasonable way you could read all the new comics that you want right from your iPad. Not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Number 3, it's inevitable. We rule. And you're going to see I've lost a little bit of my enthusiasm just recently for We Rule. So you're going to see my kingdom probably has some crops. Some crops that I haven't tended to in a little while, which you'll see and everybody will laugh at me, but still a brilliant game, so addictive. You start it and then you just don't want to stop. You want to spend as much time as possible. See, there's all my sad crops because I haven't been spending enough time in there. It's simple. A child could do it. In fact, you sense on some level it may have been designed for a child, and yet I'm an adult and I can't help myself. I keep coming back. I want to buy new buildings. I want to get new things going in my kingdom. When a new product comes along or a new kind of building, I want it for my own right away. It just plays on every sort of human impulse there is in terms of game theory and playing games. I love it. It's pretty. It's a great way to show off the iPad. The graphics are great. We rule. Number 3.
I don't know if game theory is the right word you're looking for.
It is. Number 2.
A mathematician to correct someone.
Yes, no. Nash. John Nash invented We Rule. I don't know if you knew that. Number 2, Pages. Not Microsoft. What was that? It does say Microsoft Pages. Apple's Pages, one of the native iPad apps. Everybody gets it along with their iPad. It comes with it, and it is, where is it? I can't find it now. Anyway, it's the best, here it is. It's the best word processing software there is for the iPad, bar none. I've tried a few others. Nothing is easier to write with. Nothing works better. I think these are show notes. Oh, yes, these are Unrentables notes for our movie show that I have on here. Integrates perfectly with a word processor on your regular computer. Useful with Dropbox. I believe you'll be talking about that one.
Yes.
Just a great app, and it does exactly what you need it to do. And the functionality, the UI, very intuitive, very easy to use. And then it's time for my number 1. You, I think, guessed it earlier today. It's, of course, Netflix. How could you fade Netflix on the iPad? Really, when you use this the first time, you get the iPad. That's what I think. Anywhere that has Wi-Fi, automatically, boom, you hit play, you're watching a movie. We're going to watch Cool World. Who could imagine a future where all I have to do is sit at my desk, I hit the word play, and I'm ready to watch the movie Cool World right there from my lap. Who could ever have imagined a future like this? So obviously our Wi-Fi is a little hinky here in the studio. I don't know if it'll come up right away. They're saying anywhere in the USA. Yes, I'll add with the caveat, you do have to be in America, but you know, I'm in America.
USA.
So it's my number one.
USA.
Netflix, genius. Comes in useful all the time. I was in a hotel in Santa Barbara. Just a year ago, if I was in that situation, I would have had to be clicking around on that awful hotel TV where you get like 8 Spanish language channels, and then CNN, and then CNBC, and then 5 ESPNs, and that's it. But no more. I just have to set up my iPad. Boom, I'm watching any movie I want at the touch of a button.